Hmm?
We live.
We are live. Cool. Okay, I doubt that anybody's on here at this very second.
Right. Let's get to just make sure we share it.
Yep. Let's go ahead and share it now. Okay, I see here.
Right, did we do it? How you do this shit?
Share. I got the link right here. I'm gonna turn my volume on. You got it on anything? I'm gonna just share it. I shared it to Facebook. I'm gonna share it to Instagram real quick, and then we good to go. Oh, cool. That's your phone? You ain't gonna be able to leave it though. Thank you though. Look, I'll pull it up on my phone.
You put the link where?
On Facebook.
Okay, let me go grab it.
What's up, y'all? If anybody's on here, we're just trying to share. If you don't mind sharing the link, we are doing episode 9 live. A little something different today. We got 2 people watching right now on YouTube.
What's happening? I'm just playing.
All right, now I just need to copy this link here, post it on Instagram, and then we good to go. Did you share it from Tap It With The Twins page, Reed?
I'm doing it.
Okay. The Facebook page?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I'm going to add it to Instagram. There we go. Few more minutes, y'all. We're going to get rolling. All right, I think we good there. Yep, takes us right to the live. So we good. Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready. I just want to figure out how supposed to engage, like tell them to.
Yeah, so I'm going to have Facebook up and
So tell them to comment, they can just comment on our Facebook, they'll see it. But they be watching it, I don't know. Okay, we'll figure it out.
All right, let me tell them, ask us any questions. Preferably on YouTube, if y'all can ask us questions on YouTube so we don't have to go back and forth on Facebook.
Why is that showing? We in there.
You ready, twin?
I'm ready.
All right.
Trying to see who on there. I can't
Oh,
see.
you want to give him a second? We'll give him 4 more minutes.
I don't know if we want to give them that long.
Oh, all right. Well, shit. Let's go
Two.
in.
Give 'em
All right,
two.
we'll give them 2 more minutes, 120 more seconds. Get everybody on here since we are live.
Yes.
And then we're going to get it going. Shout out to everybody that's tapped in so far. Episode 9.
It seems delayed.
Yeah. It's gonna. It appears delayed, but it's not. It's just because we watching it.
Cool.
Yeah. I wouldn't even worry about it. All right. Let's see. They got about 6 more seconds. There's a man on the floor crawling, guys. His name is Brandon. No, shout out to the Ink Complex. Shout out to Panique, our videographer. Shout out to Brandon, the man on the floor. Y'all can't see right now. He's crawling on the floor. Shout out to Shooters Camp. If you're interested in photography or videography, make sure you check out Shooters Camp.
Terrible murderer. You would not get away.
There we go. That looks better like that.
Tap in with twins.
Tap in. That's right. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's get it. Okay, gotta turn my volume up. All right. What's cracking? It's your favorite day of the week. How to set a twins, Queen Reese and Sway Swiss, always giving you that motivation and that inspiration. So congratulations. Live. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Right now. Make sure y'all share. Tap in. Right now. That's right. We doing episode 9 a little different.
We live.
We are live. We want to engage with our fans, we don't like to call y'all fans, with our supporters, with our audience. We're going to talk about a couple of things. If y'all have comments or questions pertaining to the topic or not pertaining to the topic, make sure y'all write it. We prefer that you ask your questions on the YouTube link so that we don't have to go back and forth to YouTube and Facebook. But do us a favor and share the video so we can get as many viewers as possible for this live episode that we are doing.
Right.
How you feeling, twin?
I'm feeling good. And let me add that although we prefer y'all to comment on YouTube, if y'all know some of y'all just uber ultra lazy, if you insist on commenting on Facebook or well, I guess I just said Facebook, feel free to. We definitely, the whole point is to engage with you all. Of course, we prefer that, but if that's the only way you can, then do what you got to do to ask whatever it is you want to ask. So, how you feeling, Swizzy?
You know what, today, I ain't gonna lie, y'all should see what I got on.
She got on her MC Hammer pants.
I got on my MC Hammer pants with my jean top. I made it work. I know y'all only gonna see the top, but I had such a crazy day. I done had like 4 meetings today. Running crazy, but it's a good day.
Yeah.
Staying busy is a good thing.
Exactly. So like she said, I know we're 9 episodes in. I know we shared a lot with you all, just from our upbringing to our careers, just to some of the things we've experienced, endured. So like she said, we just wanted to take this time to do something a little bit different and engage with you all and kind of even touch base on some of the stuff that we talked about, because I know that some of you all do have questions. I know I've definitely gotten a lot of questions since I purchased my home.
Yeah.
So please take this opportunity to ask anything. There is literally no off-limit question. Nothing
no limits.
Whatever you want to know.
Ask whatever you want to know. So
who I was with last night, if you want to know. Nah.
Look, I'll ask the questions now. If y'all don't want to ask them, DM me. I'll ask them for y'all. For real. But how about this? This is what I think you should do, because I know when I posted your house too, a lot of people did inquire about stuff and have questions and comments and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Maybe you can kind of just give us a rundown. I know we kind of talked about it a little bit, right?
Yeah,
but just in more detail for people who aspire to own a house.
Exactly.
Just maybe some tips or some just explaining the process. You know what I mean? I think some people think the process is out of their reach or something, you know what I mean? Or just, it can be strenuous, but it's possible, I guess. So maybe just understanding the process and just, anything that you learn that they can learn, or anything that they should do or shouldn't do, or just, any additional tips you had that we didn't discuss in the last episode. Maybe you can just kind of talk about that a little bit.
So first and foremost, just know that if you want to do it, you can do it. It doesn't matter who you are. Like she said, I think some people just think it does seem so far-fetched, but the reality of it is anything in life that you do that is just a great accomplishment is going to require some form of effort and work. So just like anything else, it does require that, but know that you can do it and know that you can get whatever house you desire. If you want a $500,000 house, for whatever reason, then know that you can get that. I think that sometimes, and I'm going to just be honest, sometimes when people learn of the price of my house, they're shell-shocked a little bit, and some of them are just like, well, damn, and how you doing that, and wow. And I just think it's just fucked up, for lack of a better word, that I think that sometimes us African Americans, I think we just think that some of that shit is just super far-fetched. So, and I'm just like, why is it that I can't live in a $500,000 home and drive a luxury car and do whatever the fuck I want to do, like the next person, like the other people? I don't want to make it a race thing, but I'm gonna keep it real about at the end of the day. Unfortunately, we're not really raised, I feel like, to believe that we can achieve that type of stuff. So when you hear somebody say they bought a $500,000 house, some people are just like, well, damn, and I would never, and how could it, it is possible. Like I said, anything you see anybody else doing is possible. Yes, you can do it. What makes you think you can't, again, live as luxurious as you want to? You absolutely can. If it's $1 million home, if you want that shit, you can get that shit. You go do it regardless of what anybody has to say. So I also want to just start by saying that it all definitely starts with credit, and that's months before you even get to looking. You want to make sure you get your credit together. Of course, I have a credit repair company, so um, I can assist you, basically, me and
That's
my
right.
team.
Credit
But
freedom.
you want to start in advance so that you're not crushed for time and rushing. If you know that your lease is up in 6 months to a year and you want to purchase a home, now is definitely the time to start working on your credit. Um, and
So you said how long? Did you say how long? That they how long should they not touch their credit leading up to
at
it?
least 3 months, I personally would advise six. 3 months is good, but if you really can, just not touch it for 6 months. So making sure, again, you plan accordingly. So, and when I say not touching it, I mean nothing can show in dispute. You literally cannot have a dispute comment on your report. It needs to be clean and as clean as possible. You don't have to have 100% payment history, but you want it to be as clean as possible, so that you can get the best interest rate and don't have any issues getting approved. But just make sure you get with somebody that knows what they're doing. If you feel like you can do it on your own, I hear that a lot, then hey, do it on your own. Do what you need to do. Just get the shit done. And just remember, the higher the score, definitely, again, the lower interest rate, just the cheaper things are for you. That's in the case with credit, period. So making sure that you guys get your credit together. Holla at me if you got any questions. I got you.
Yes, 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 yes.
Secondly, I would say, and I'm not putting this in any particular numerical order, but just prepare for the process. It is a process. You got to take the time to find the house that you want, the area that you want. If you got children, you got to look into the schools. Just learning the neighborhood, because it's one of your biggest investments, and you want to make sure that it's something that you're comfortable with and that you're not settling just for whatever reason. So just take your time, find you a good realtor. Don't feel pressure. Don't feel like you can't speak up. You in control. Is you the one cutting a big check. So you running shit at the end of the day. So you got your team helping you, but ask whatever you want to ask. And
Because you will run into those people that make you feel pressure, like you
yeah,
can't ask questions or you asking too many
yep.
questions or listen.
And because they do it all day, every day. So to some of them, in all fairness, just some of the shit I think just blows over their head because they're doing that all day, every day, and they don't take the time to realize the information you want,
Right.
especially for new time, first time home buyers. It's just a completely new process. Like something as simple as an appraisal and an inspection, I didn't know I had to pay for it. And they sent me that damn invoice like I was supposed to know that shit. And I'm like, damn, I would have budgeted that little 800. Um, but just believe it, first of all, and then put the effort in. Like I said, find you a good realtor. Just take your time finding the house that you want. Do not settle, but understand you're not going to find your dream home unless you get it built from the ground up. So just overlook some of the small shit, stuff that can be overlooked and that's minor. Overlook it, pick your home. Even if your first home isn't your dream home, it's a start. It can lead you to other great things, down to equity and just a lot of other great things. So, and I also want to say, don't feel like you're stuck in a house, because I think I hear that often too. I don't want to live in a house 30 years. I could tell you right now, I'm not living in the house I just bought for 30 years. It might not even be 5 before I have my dream home built. But at the end of the day, I can sell it. I can rent it out. There's different options. So don't feel like you're stuck in these houses when you buy them. I also want to just add how soon you can make things happen, because I know that you obviously know, but a couple years ago, just where I really was at with it, as far as where I was at in my life, I was really broke, just to be completely honest. I was Instacarting like a motherfucker, but I was making some money. And let me just throw that out there. Y'all be sleeping on Instacart, and I heard even Uber Eats is juking right now. I heard people bringing in $1,500 a week. So you might want to tap in, hop in that car if you want to drive, or the Instacart. But I was doing Instacart. My job had ended. I was just in a real rough place, trying to just find myself in transition, coming out of corporate, going into another corporate role eventually. But just seeing it to say that 2 years ago, I totally didn't have any of this, and I really manifested it. I said, hey, I'm going to go get this job, working until I need it to achieve what I need to achieve. And that's what led me to Texas, as some of you know. Came back and said, I'm going to buy me a house in a year. And I really did what I needed to do, manifested it, and I bought that house within a year of being back in Georgia.
You sure did.
So you definitely can
House.
do it. Yes, a house.
House.
The taxes is coming up. They got plenty of programs to help with down payments, depending on your income. And they also have, well, I was just going to say, you also could use your tax refund money. And don't forget about the stimmy now. We could put the stimmy towards the down payment, aka stimulus. But you guys can put that towards your down payment. Just think about all the other stuff you take the time to go get the money for, surgeries, designer, all that shit. You can save up for a down payment and make it happen.
Exactly.
And then even just setting the example for your kids that they can achieve it. Do that shit. Show them that they can buy a house. You think my son don't know right now he can about do any damn thing after watching his mama do it? So, and also only do it if that's what you really desire, not just because somebody else is doing it or it looks cool or whatever the case is. Everybody's timing is different. Do it when it's your time. Take your time and do it. Do it when it's right, and do it only if you want to do it, not just to say you bought a house, because you can invest and do other amazing things in life without owning a home. So
facts, big facts. And real quick, a shout out to
Yes.
Thomas Cage and War Beard. What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for tapping in with the twins.
Yeah.
You know, twins just educating the people a little bit. Sometimes we think stuff is out of our reach, and it's really not. And sometimes it's just a matter of you knowing that it is. And actually, I'm gonna take one little second. I know we live, but you know, because I know y'all like Facebook, let me move this right here.
Yeah.
Boom. There we go. There we go.
Stand by.
All right. There we go. All right. Now, but twin, you're right. You know, a couple years ago, like you said, you were broke. But just even going back to
hell,
right, even going back to where we really, really come from. I know we briefly discussed in our first episode, but if you know, you know.
Right.
If you know, you know. Southside, Lansing, Cranbrook, and even Coastline.
Yes.
Cranbrook. So,
yes.
But I'm thankful for, you know, how we grew up, because I feel like it definitely has it's a big reason why we are who we are today.
Yeah.
But, you know, we didn't see, you know, our mother never owned a home. I don't know if anybody in our family, well, I think Aunt Deanna did own her home. But, you know, we had to see it. That's why I'm thankful for my mother, because she kept us busy. She kept us in Girl Scouts and basketball and stuff like that. So we were able to see a lot of people. We were able to see things that maybe our family wasn't doing, but we were able to see it. Like, I can distinctly remember some people like Kristen Tanzel, Melissa White, Travis Paquet, like the Douglases, Kamaria and Tiffany Douglas. Like, their families really motivated us, and it showed us that, you know, even though we don't see it right here in our immediate family, we know that it's possible. So that's why it's important to expose your kids. Exactly. It's looking sideways. Oh, go ahead. You flip it. Go ahead and just flip it in.
But yeah, because I just want to piggyback off that too. It definitely is imperative to do that. Even just like, I know us being on the basketball team. Hold up. We having technical difficulty.
It'll fix it. You know
What you mean? No, what you mean?
1 second, y'all.
Sorry,
It's
y'all.
all good, y'all. We going
We
live.
live. This what it be. This what it do.
This an iPhone?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be able to do it. How do you make it so? How do you make it so that it turns? You know how like when you turn, you know.
It don't just turn like this? No.
Oh, where you can turn the
you
image.
know what I'm talking about? Like, you know, the Samsung, you pull it down, and if you click that button,
Yeah.
it'll go sideways.
Right.
Like, how you make the iPhone?
I don't
That's
know.
what you gotta do to make it look right on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah.
Anybody watching, if y'all can help us figure it out,
You know
leave a
what I'm
comment.
talking about, though, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
On the phone, you just pull it down, hit that joint.
Right.
Okay.
But I don't know that iPhone does that.
So are we gonna let's just set it further back here.
I don't know.
That's why we was hoping y'all would come on. YouTube is straight. YouTube, we got everything up. So
They gonna have to
hit it like here.
they could turn their phone sideways. They'll be okay.
We're gonna have to hit it like here.
After 2020, we can all
There we
adjust
go.
to all type of shit.
If you want a better view, go to our YouTube. We need views on our YouTube anyway, y'all. So go
Go
at least
over there.
just click on there so we can get a view, and then come on, Mike. If you can, please. We're trying to direct everybody
to
to
give y'all a minute to go, matter of fact.
Matter of fact, go right now. Subscribe now.
Then come back.
Yeah, what's up, cuz? Michael, Mr. Taylor, yes, we are streaming on YouTube. Shout out to you. I know you just opened a store out there in Lansing.
Yeah.
Poopy
Shout out
on
to
here.
everybody doing anything. Shout out to Lansing and this motherfucker, man.
More
That's
out
our
here.
family.
Right, they here.
For our ATL following, please know, born and raised in L-Town, the 517, baby. All day,
Say
baby.
the 517, baby.
baby. No, for real, I love Lansing. I love all my
Real
Lansing
book.
people. I love going back home. Yes, the real book, Cranbrook. Then they changed it to what?
I don't know. It's forever Cranbrook in my eyes. When I go back home, I like to really just ride around and pull up like so much. I just want to go knock in the door and walk through there. Like, this was my bedroom.
No, for real.
Because I'm telling y'all, like, Cranbrook, man, it was just different.
Right.
Like for real, we were.
What,
I'm talking about like the gangs did the initiations at the
Right.
park. What was it, like GDs and stuff like that took over Cranbrook. So
All type
we
of
were
shit.
protected. You know, we weren't
Right.
necessarily gang
Never
affiliated,
even
but
felt fearful. I know I did.
yeah.
And I actually felt safe. I know that June bug
But
had me.
listen, but real time, I'm talking about from drive-bys to break-ins. I remember one time, our freaking neighbor broke into our fucking house, y'all. You hear me? I'm looking at this fucking screen. Our neighbor broke into our house, right? And what happened was he came over the day before. I know we all over the place, but we live. That's what we doing, right? This nigga came over the day before, y'all.
Real quick, for those asking, the channel is youtube.com/TapInWithTheTwins.
Yep, it's right there. It's on the.
That's the YouTube for you to check.
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna put it in the comments.
All right.
Actually,
Let me hear this, because you was finna come with something juicy. My bad.
just put it in the comments. The link, just copy and paste it. But this nigga had the nerve to come over our house the day before. What's his name? I don't even know.
Yeah,
I can't
we
even.
ain't
I
gonna do
just
it.
thought it,
But
I
it
ain't gonna say
rhymed
it.
with
Emmy.
yeah.
I'm gonna say that. But anyways, he really came over our house, y'all, and set it up. This nigga opened our windows and everything. And the next day, that night, he broke into our house. I'll never forget. We was upstairs in the bed, and mom was next door.
Man.
And I just heard mom yell, "Grab a knife!" Even though I don't think she had a knife, but it was just a scare tactic. And I remember looking up and seeing this nigga with the same outfit he had on the night before. Like,
Yes.
wow. And he
Right.
ran, right? He ran outside the apartment, and he ran to the right. My mom ran to the left side, and we saw him, and we didn't know who it was, but I was like, whoever, that's the man right there that broke into the house. We walk up to this nigga. He casually walking like he ain't did nothing.
With the same shit on.
Same outfit
Then
on.
you
We
flip
like,
it
bro,
inside out.
like, you know, we kind of looked at him like, I wouldn't say an uncle figure, but, you know, just, you know, we all thought we was all family in Cranbrook, but
Right.
this nigga broke in our crib, you hear me? But
Right.
just from people getting shot and killed to drive-bys, we made a fake little basketball hoop on the side of the office. I don't know if some of y'all remember that.
The ghost in the taco house.
Poopy whooping ass. I know you want to hear Poopy whooping ass right there
Ain't
at the
shit
bus
with it,
stop.
boo.
But the fights went down right there. You hear me? So and then we'll play. I mean, we would even play kickball in the field, like right where we lived, right there. We would play kickball.
Yes.
Remember Zoe across from us when he did break into our house. Zoe, the lady that lived across the street from us. We just always thought she was like the shit. Like everybody scared of her. So we was like, Zoe,
Big Z.
can you stay the night with us tonight? And she did. She really stayed the night and slept in the living room
forgot
so
about
we could sleep
that.
because we was so scared. Like this nigga broke in our house and he was still threatening my mom and all this other crazy shit. But we can go on and on and on about these Cranbrook
Man.
memories. You hear? I mean, a little humping that went on.
Man.
You know, I humped me a few. I humped me a couple of boys back then. One humping girls just yet. I think I was like low
I
key
was
about
just
it.
watching other people.
Yeah, you know, you gotta
I
find. You ain't
wasn't.
finding the little corners. You in the little
Nah,
park back
I
there
was just set
by
up
that
other
tree.
people.
Yeah, girl, it went down back there by that tree now.
So you was a tree whore.
Yeah, you did what you had to do in Cranbrook.
No,
But
I
even
remember
the
me and
Champions
Mama.
Club. How about the
Ooh,
Champions
yes.
Club? It was a bus, and I actually made a post not too long ago asking anybody if they can get a hold of Pastor.
Somebody
I'm about
had
to say my
told
other
us.
pastor. Right, but it was a church called a program they had called Champions Club, and a bus would come every Saturday morning, and would pick us up and take us to the church. And it was supposed to be godly and stuff, but it was really like going to the park. I mean, we'll go to the church and act up, unfortunately.
Right.
But it was just good that they tried to come and get us out of the hood. And they were white people
Right.
too, and they really loved us and genuinely wanted to help people. So they would come and pick us up on Saturday, take us to the church with all the flags,
Right.
and we would just, listen to a little word, and then they would let us play and stuff like that. But I'm really thankful for them because they helped us just get outside of Cranbrook. You know what I mean? It really was like the hood. And like I said, they would do the initiations at the park where they beat you up just to let you get into the gang. We know a couple people, lost a couple people, like our god brother Stanley and Dion, Marsha's kids. But yeah, man, I'm just thankful for those experiences. And it's crazy, I really was just thinking the other day, I was like, damn, I really commend mom because no shade to nobody, but it's some people that still like stuck there. You know what I mean? And my mom had 2 kids, and she was trying so hard to keep us out of Cranbrook. Like she would put us in sports, and she was the Girl Scout leader. But she did a good job of just exposing us to other stuff because a lot of people didn't survive it. You know what I mean? They're alive, but I'm saying they're still kind of stuck and not really progressing in life. So I'm just thankful for mom, for her just exposing us. Even though she may not have been able to show us shit, she made sure we saw that shit. She made sure we knew
That
shit
we
was
could do
possible.
it.
Whether I'm doing it or not,
Right.
it's possible. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. Shout out to her, like you said, and shout out to just the whole Cranbrook crew. I feel like to this day we get nothing but love from everybody. I'm almost just trying to think of everybody that lived there, but from, like I said, Poopy to Shona, Keisha the Beards, I think she on here, to just trying to think
You
who
know
live up in
what?
the front, Latrice, to just so many people. I can go on and on and on. I wish I could just literally name every house, but just know that we have not forgot about none of y'all. We appreciate all the support everybody always shows us. Just know we always represent and putting on for the 517.
For sure. You said Deshona, right? Shout out to Deshona.
Yes.
What's her brother name?
Darrell.
Darrell.
What he
Nigga.
do? My
No,
Lord.
listen.
What he do?
Darrell, we cool now, though, but it's funny. But you know how some shit happens to you when you're younger, you never forget it? I'll never forget this, nigga. We was at your house, matter of fact, and you was teasing me. You know, I used to always get compared to Twin because Twin was the feminine one and I'm the little tomboy. And I remember he was just torturing me one day. He was like, you're a tomboy. You're a tomboy. And he would run. And he would just say all the time, you're a tomboy. Patrice is a tomboy. And he would run. I used to really try to chase his ass down and get ready to just fuck him up, but I could never catch him. But he used to really fuck with me. And I used to be like, I hate him. But, you know, we older now.
Oh, man.
I forgive everybody. We all good now. So, shout out to everybody from.
Shout out to everybody.
Oh, hold on. Keisha said Darius.
Yeah, she sent him there every. She's talking about her.
Oh wait, you know what I'm talking about? Darius from. Okay, right. Yes, I do remember.
Trust me, we was there every week too. Best believe.
Listen. Up early, ready. Didn't feel like getting up, but we knew we was gonna have some fun at the Champions Club. So.
And last but not least, well, I won't say not last but not least because this is ongoing, but I definitely remember when me and Mom had to whoop a hoe.
Ooh, tell them that story.
Because remember we was fighting.
About the neighbor.
Yeah, you tried to come downstairs and help, but by the time you got down there because you done fell down the stairs and shit, the fight was over. But yeah, basically,
I got a slight little confession about that after
just
telling the story.
Right. What had happened was, let me find out you were scared. What had happened was,
I was.
you had me.
A little bit. I was.
You wasn't even.
I ain't no more though. I told him it took me a minute to get down the stairs and I failed, but I really ain't even want to fight. No. I didn't want to fight. I was like, oh shit. I was attacked. I just delayed it a little bit. I still made it down there.
Let me tell y'all. The lady was getting into it with Zoe, the lady we gonna call her Auntie Zoe.
Right.
But she the one that, like
Zoe.
she said, we had come over to stay with us the night that Dickhead broke in our house. So she was getting into it with the neighbor. The neighbor ain't want no smoke with her. As soon as my mom opened her mouth, she wanted to run up on my mom, I guess, because she figured my mom wasn't as intimidating. Little did she know, Riri was in the house ready. Ready. So me and Treese was both watching from upstairs. It was funny, and we saw the lady like walk up on our porch and I guess swung on my mom, whatever. All I know is she came. I ran down the stairs, beat that hoe, drug her through the pokey bush, scratched the whole body up. Dragged that hoe, scratched her whole body up. Wondering when Sway coming. Sway never came. Sway never came. It's all good because me and Mommy held it down. But it was so funny because we not fighters, you know what I'm saying? We with the shit, but we don't go around trying to fight. We ain't grow up fighting. So that was such a big deal for me and so new to me. And I just remember the next day, everyone kept saying, Twin, I ain't know you could fight like that. Twin, I ain't know, like, I got it up in me now, You pull it up out of me and stuff in there. But yeah, shout out to her because it's all love now. But fuck with my mama, it's up and it's stuck.
Listen,
now
it's dope to see a lot of people on the comments too that's from Cranbrook. And like I said, if you know, you know the South Side, period. You hear me? McDonald's across the street. You went down over there too. Matter of fact, I remember I worked at that ghetto ass McDonald's, y'all. I remember I got hired. They didn't even give me a uniform. I was working in a white tee. You hear me? They never even trained me. Like, I don't know, I hope I'm not being repetitive and I didn't say this story on the first episode, but these motherfuckers never gave me a uniform. I had a white t-shirt on. They never trained me, right? So I worked for 3 weeks anticipating my big check because I'm working overtime and everything. I go get my check. Man, it wasn't a check. They gave me a $10 bill and some coins, y'all. A $10 bill and some coins and said, this is your pay. I was like, what the fuck? I've been working full-time, overtime for 3 weeks. They said, well, somebody was stealing money out your drawer and you didn't lock it. I said, nobody ever showed me how to lock it. Y'all didn't even show me how to ring up the food. I went in there and just started ringing shit up. I didn't get no training. They robbed me. And I couldn't do much about it because I was working under Red name. Y'all know Red, Tanisha Payton?
Yep, she on here.
Red. I don't know if you remember this, Red. I had used your name and social security number because you was older than me. And I wasn't, me and Sharice, we were always the younger. So we started school early. So I used your name and I couldn't fight it. You know what I mean? But I was like, fuck y'all. It took me home like 10 Big Macs that day, 10 fries.
Rob their ass real quick.
You know what I mean? So I thought that was scandalous. Is that McDonald's open? No,
I think it's Munchies now, right?
Really?
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. We ain't acting brand new. We ain't been in a minute. You know, niggas be like, oh, they acting like they ain't from.
Listen, Quickie, the green stove.
Still there?
Still there, but the owners don't. Andrew and them don't own it. Shout out to
Right.
Andrew. Andrew was. My mama would send us to go get a cigarette, and he know he wasn't supposed to give us that cigarette, but he gave it to us. Take it back to mama. You know, they sell the
Damn
little
right.
singles, and she like, go give me a little cigarette. But Andrew was always so
right.
cool and supportive. You know what I mean? The Quickie convenience store. So shout out to them.
Yes.
Shout out to all the Vikings
Right.
that's on here, and shout out to the Big Reds.
I guess.
I guess. But shout out to the Vikings though. But listen,
Yeah.
we want to engage with y'all. So I know y'all
Yeah.
comment and stuff. Y'all, if y'all got any questions or any comments or
If you
anything y'all want to talk about.
Yep, if you just joined, I did already kind of briefly talk about my home buying experience. And I just want to reiterate again for those who may have just joined that you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, regardless of what it costs, regardless of whatever. Reach for the stars. Don't feel like it's far fetched. And if you have any questions about the process, what I did, how I did it, now is the time to ask. I'd be more than willing to answer, especially for my people, especially for my people back home that I just really want to see succeed and just learn things that I know we didn't learn for whatever reasons. Like I said, just unfortunately, certain things aren't taught to us as like they're taught to other people. So anything I can do to help y'all, I promise I got y'all. Tap in.
Any business questions for myself?
Yes.
I'm a business owner as well as a franchise. I franchise my business. Some people are like, what does that mean? What that means basically is mostly anyone can open a Encore Salon Suites anywhere in the world. So just like McDonald's, I don't know if you guys haven't saw the movie The Founder, and you're business minded, you're an entrepreneur, and you want to do something grand, check out the movie The Founder. It's based on McDonald's and how their empire started. And basically, I want to say they're probably the first ones that started this whole franchise concept, but they franchise. So, all these McDonald's you see out, they're not owned by the same person. They're owned by different people. You can go open a McDonald's right now. You can open a Subway. You can open an Encore. Mm-hmm. But, the founder is the founder, and then there are different owners, franchisees. So me franchising Encore means that other people can come, just like a McDonald's, and say, hey, I want to open a McDonald's or I want to open an Encore. They pay me an initial franchise fee up front, and then I get a certain percentage of what they make every week or month because they're using my name. So that's how you really grow your business.
And so you don't. Go ahead. No, my bad.
No, I'm trying to be like McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like, and one thing about McDonald's, what they do is they actually buy all of their properties. So they have it already ready for people who want to come in and buy into it. They say, hey, we have a location here. We have a location here. So that's what I'm looking to do. My 3 locations I have now, I'm currently leasing, but I am looking to start buying and having locations already ready for the franchisees. So if you know anybody who's interested in the salon suite business, it's super lucrative. Not to say too much. Okay, I'm reading at the same time. Not to say too much, but my salon suite business, just one I have that's in Atlanta that has 16 suites. How much you think it generates a year, Sharice?
$250,000.
You damn right. A little short of it. I'll say about like $240,000, $245,000 a year is how much that one business generates with 16 suites. You feel me? So I tell people all the time, it's like real estate, but it's better than real estate.
Hello.
I'm literally taking, like, this room right here, I would rent out for probably $800. You feel me? But they can't see the room. But anyway, it's like the size of a bathroom. If you know how big 95 to like 120 square feet is, it's like the size of most people's bathrooms, to be honest with you, right? I'm leasing that space out empty, a blank canvas, so they come in and they fill it, they furnish it. And I'm leasing it out, so I'm pretty much like a landlord. It's just a whole different concept. So instead of me having 16 different houses where I have to run and check the plumbing at this house and check the electrical at this house, or this house got an issue, all my issues, if any, are in the same location. Mm-hmm. My plumber has to come to one location. My electrician has to come to one location. So I look at it like 16 houses in my own little community. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So super lucrative.
Absolutely.
Of course, you have to consider expenses. I'm not walking away with that $250,000. I have to pay rent and pay all these other bills. But it's just super lucrative. So if you're in the real estate, and it doesn't even have to be for the salon suite. The suite concept can be for tattoo artists, and a couple other ideas I got that I'm not going to quite share right now. But it's super dope, and it's semi-absentee. And what that means is that it doesn't require the owner to be there all the time. I'm hardly ever there, y'all. Sometimes it used to feel really weird in the beginning, like, damn, I'm making all this money, and I'm barely having to even go there. So it is a semi-absentee business. And it's the newest concept in the hair and beauty industry. Soon, traditional salons and barbershops are going to be wiped out, and everybody wants to be a business owner. And so that's what we promote for the salon suites is come and be your own boss. They get their own business license. I let them completely customize it. They paint, hang chandeliers, shelving, all of that. But it's super dope. So if you're really serious about a business that's semi-absentee that allows you freedom to still do another business or enjoy time with your family, I'm your girl. And I'm the leader. I'm the founder. So I'm going to make sure that everyone is successful. And I'm going to make sure that I lead everyone to success, the same success that I have. So
what'd you say the name? Chuck was asking about the name.
The name of the movie is called The Founder.
Okay. And let me add that you don't have to be experienced in like beauty and all that stuff. Like, no, y'all got to learn, especially for my people that you can make money doing shit you do not like. I actually had just watched something not too long ago about this guy who just kept trying to stay in this field that he really desired. I keep looking at all these cameras. I'm like, paparazzi. That he really kept trying to pursue, and it just wasn't going too well until he really took the time to invest in something else. It wasn't something that he loved, but it was something that was lucrative and made money for him and still allowed him to do what he loved. So just think outside the box, and think boss. Don't think worker, still got to work. I'm transitioning, and let me update y'all. I'm actually transitioning in about 6 weeks. With my role, but just say I used that corporate role to really get where I needed to go. So work as long as you need to get where you need to go, and just believe it. And let me tell you, if it took the government 6 months or however long to give us $600 that should just be enough motivation right there to tell you to get out here and just, get you a second income. And especially because it's really, I won't say easy, but it just doesn't hurt to have a separate income. Even if you still want to work, still do corporate, why not get multiple sources of income? So again, 7 sources. We only get one life to live. Live it the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Live it the way you want to live it, and you can do it. As you can see, this franchise. Let me just lay out to you how you can do it, because again, I think some of y'all just do feel stuff is so far-fetched. Everything can be achieved and can be done. It just takes you to do it. The franchise, what does it take? Get your credit together. That little $100 you spending at the club popping bottles, spend that $100 a month to invest in yourself and fix your credit for 6 months to get your credit together, to then go be able to get the money that you need to do the franchise. There's a whole course that you can purchase that will walk you through exactly everything you need. Once you get the building up and running, you can hire people. If you don't want to be there, if you don't want to be the one in charge of the maintenance and things like that, you can put someone in place. It can all be done. It just takes you to take that first initiative to do it and to believe it, and in order to really achieve it.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Like we are no different than y'all.
Exactly.
In no way, shape, or form. I mean, I'm a little sassier. No, but we are no different than y'all.
Don't get it twisted now.
Look, I can't even play with cute jokes. They be quick to. Anyways, but yes, I just want to stress so much.
To the mic. Can y'all hear us pretty good?
I just want to stress. I think it's the YouTube one that they said is low. Facebook, I think, can hear us okay.
Y'all
Let
good
me
on
know.
Facebook? Give us some feedback.
Because I'll start rapping in this
some hearts
motherfucker.
if you're good on Facebook. Drop some hearts.
Right. I'll start doing that. Press 1 if you see me.
But just to be very real, like you said, and that's why I always reference where I'm from, because I'm like, yeah, I beat the odds. I beat the statistics. Like, you know what I mean? I came from Cranbrook, and I'm a franchisor. I'm the founder and CEO of Encore Salon Suites. I know y'all don't know what I got, what I'm working on, but this thing about to be big. You hear me? And I really want to make it a point to reach back out to my people, because all it takes is for you to just, like Twin said, believe it. And sometimes just have somebody that kind of believes in you too. Don't depend on that, but it definitely helps when you do have somebody that can that believes in you too. You know what I mean? So franchising, and it doesn't even have to be Encore. You can franchise any business. Right. If you really like the fast food industry, you can franchise anything you see. You pretty much can franchise and own it yourself. You still have to follow certain restrictions and stuff like that to stay within the franchise rules and regulations and things like that.
Yeah.
But yes.
And that just even leads me to my next thought. And we just kind of freestyling right now. And again, jump in with any questions y'all have. Make sure if you are watching and you haven't already that you're subscribed to our YouTube. It's youtube.com/TapInWithTheTwins. Make sure you follow our page. Just show us some love and engage with us, because, again, we are truly doing this out of love for wanting to help y'all. We ain't sitting back here making no killing doing this. This is really to help y'all and to inspire y'all and to motivate y'all.
Making nothing. We actually paying for
I
this.
know. I know. I just was like, let me borderline.
We keep it real. We paying for this.
Right. We ain't making nothing yet. podcast deal better be coming soon. No, but at the end of the day, real shit, this is really just all for y'all. So I just was thinking when you was talking about business, even business credit, and not to bombard y'all, but I just need y'all to start putting this shit in your head and start really thinking like that.
Yes.
You ultimately, everything we talked about, you really could do under your business credit. So of course, if you need your personal credit fixed, to get at me, but I just want you to keep in mind that even if you don't even know what you want to do business-wise, get that LLC so that the timestamp can start. You want to get that now. Even if you're not sure of a name, you can use your last name, Enterprise, McKinney Enterprise, whatever. You can change the name later, whatever. Just don't let the name hold you up. Apply for that LLC. It's $50 to $100 regardless of where you live. Online, you can Google it. You can comment, and I'll tell you where to go. Apply for your LLC. It's a few different steps actually that you'll need to take, and more to come on that I'll be sharing with you. But starting with the LLC just to start your the time clock and your EIN and a few other things, but you really can build your business credit just as quick as you can repair and or build your personal credit, because ideally you would want to get something like a franchise in your business name. So just think big, think grand. You can have multiple businesses. You can have multiple businesses with their own lines of credit. You can literally go get $250,000 to go open whatever the fuck you want to open if you really want to do it. And you just take that little time frame to really change. It's easy for us to stay the same. It's easy for us to wake up and do the same shit. It's easy for us to just say, I'll do that tomorrow. It's easy because that's my favorite. I'll do that tomorrow. It's easy for that. It's easy for us to do that. So change is difficult and it does require discipline. But let me tell you, that shit is worth it, and it's such a great reward at the end. So you can dream all day. I think our last quote was the goal is just a goal without a dream or something. Something. Basically, I'm just sitting up dreaming and shit and watching social media. Get you a book, plan it out, write one thing a day. Get your LLC today. Get your EIN tomorrow. You really could do all this shit in an hour.
And listen, so what if you run into a bump in the road? So, because it's the thing, a lot of y'all got LLCs and ain't doing shit with it.
Yes.
Because y'all either intimidated or somebody didn't discourage you or you saw somebody who failed at what you're doing. Stop looking at that person. Look at the person that's succeeding.
Yes.
Because it's somebody who wins and loses and everything. So focus on that person and goddamn it, block everybody out.
Yes.
Now, question I want to ask, and I want to see if anybody can answer this. Does anybody know what OPP means in business?
OPP. Yeah, you know me.
If anybody knows what OPP means in business. Yeah, 10 seconds. 9. Whoever get $100 cash at. 10 seconds. $100 cash at.
Let's see who gonna respond. $100 cash at.
10.
We're gonna get y'all 6. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5.5.
I need to talk to you ASAP on this for real. He trying to book a consultation right now. But listen, OPP is other people's money, right? And that's a common term amongst wealthy people, right?
LaShawn tried.
Because
no, close.
You know what? Just because
you try, we got you.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, we so big on like thinking we have to actually use our own money, even if you have $100,000 in the bank. Don't use it.
Yes.
Use it to leverage and get loans because, again, they give you loans. They give you more money when they see you have money. So the more money you have, should I say, the more money they will loan you. So if you got $100,000 or $50,000, $150,000, you want to start a business, use that to show them that you got the money and get a loan.
Right.
I promise you. Get a loan, y'all. And don't be scared of loan. People think loan means I'm broke, I had to borrow money. No.
Right.
I'm telling y'all, the rich people are rich because they are using other people's money.
Yes.
They are using loans and shit.
Yes.
They got millions and they're not touching it unless they want to go buy a yacht or something like that. But other than that, they are using loans to scale their business.
Yes.
So make sure you're recording your business. I did a seminar on Clubhouse the other day for people in the beauty industry, and they're the main ones that take cash every day. Track your money. Stop trying to hide from Uncle Sam. I'm trying to tell Uncle Sam, he a motherfucker, but in order for you to scale your business, you have to report that money because, like I said, it's not, you don't have money, I'm going to loan you some money. That's not how it works. It's the complete opposite.
It is.
They're not going to give you no money when they see you don't got no money because they don't think you're going to pay it back. But when you got some money, they going to give it back to you. So now it's just a great time for everybody to take advantage of shit. Interest rates are super low. Please, y'all, that first round of PPP and EID loans, I'm pissed. Y'all played around too much with that shit. Y'all played around. Who invested? Or who just wanted to, I get it. Everybody wanted to buy some shit they never had to buy before, and I get it. We could have did 1 or 2 items, but some of y'all really blew the money, and it was a great opportunity. But y'all were thinking, a pandemic, it really ain't shit we can do right now anyway. I might as well just splurge. No. I'm telling you, people that were in position, that were business owners, they came up in 2020.
Yes.
If you did it right, you came up in 2020. If you had the right mindset, when everybody else thinks shit is slow and shit is sideways, nah, you should have been setting up your business.
Yes.
You feel me? So that it could be opening right now and you could be growing right now. So if y'all get another round of money, first of all, do the right thing legally. Second of all, just invest it because you're gonna have to pay most of it back. I know they're gonna forgive some of it if you did the right thing with it, but man, do the right thing when you get a little money. I know you always want to go on vacation and shit like that. I don't vacation that much. I'm about to start, but these last few years, I've really been sacrificing and trying to just not splurge because I'm like, that's how I'm gonna stay right here. I have to sacrifice. Yeah, I could fly to Miami every weekend if I wanted to, but I'm like, nope. I want to wait till I reach millionaire status, which will be this year.
Hello.
And then I'll be able to travel and still work and just, have my money working for me. I don't want to work for my money. I want my money working for me. So,
yes, let's spend these days having fun and
come on, y'all. Like, for real, we prime examples. If you know where we from or where we came from, come on now. Like, y'all can do it. You feel me? We're not the smartest people. We're not, I don't know. We are the sexiest. We fine as hell, but we ain't. But we're not the smartest. You don't have to be the smartest person. You don't have to know it all. You don't even have to have a degree.
Yes.
You don't have to.
And don't be intimidated by the people with the money and with the, I think sometimes we're intimidated and we even scared to say something. When you act like a boss, they treat you like one. I promise to God. If you act like one, they treat you like one, whether you are or not. They will treat you like one. Like, when your confidence is there. Like, so definitely, I know Chuck was asking,
is the SBA loan good to go? Absolutely. I think now, especially because
right now, they're giving you a year.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they're giving you a year to pay it back.
Exactly.
That's a whole year. And I gave this example a long time ago, but just another example outside of the franchise example, how you can go buy a dump truck. Last I checked, I know the city was paying $40 or $50. So you can go get the SBA loan, or you can get your credit together and go get a personal loan, or you can get your business credit together and go get a business loan. Go buy a dump truck. The city pays again about $40 or $50, and you could pay somebody $20 an hour to drive it, and you're sitting back making $30 an hour doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just think like that. Again, you got to start off somewhere, so you got to crawl before you walk. But just think boss and just think of how you can, and just remembering to put people into place to help. Because I think sometimes we think too, I want to start this business and I want to do it all by myself. I don't want to partner with nobody. I don't want to, and I think that's sometimes our problem because we don't want to partner. We want to be in competition. All these other races, they come together, they get together from the moment they are an adult, planning out how they all can be successful, how they all can eat, and they're happy for each other. Versus us, we tend to kind of compete more. We don't want nobody doing better than us. We want to be the bossiest of them all. We want to, and I wish that we would change that mentality and realize that it's enough money for all of us. We can all be successful, but to just learn to work with people. And that's a task within itself, because finding somebody that, is good to work with, but you just got to go through it to get to it, so you'll get there. But putting people in place, like that example right there, putting somebody in place, you invested, you started the business, somebody else is driving it for you. Yep, yeah, you only get 30 instead of 50, but if you do 5 of those, you're eating, so stop looking at it like you have to get all of the money and to feel like you're successful. It's really, entrepreneurs really have several businesses where people are in place, so they're not getting 100% right of the income. They may only be getting 20% by the time they pay everybody, but guess what? They getting 20% not doing a goddamn thing.
And it probably won't be that low, but still they get.
Yeah, I'm just throwing out.
Right. I mean, because you might be,
but it might be
somebody
a
that might be 20-30%. You're right.
of a million is a lot. If if it means you literally not doing nothing, I'm just throwing out a number. But again, the point is, hell, if I make 5% not doing nothing, I'm cool with that.
Right.
But
and then if you don't qualify for a PPP or an EIDL loan, those are all like pandemic related funding. But you can just apply for a standard SBA loan.
Right.
If you have a business. I think they want a business plan. And like I said, if you just have decent credit, you can go up to SBA, Small Business Administration, and apply for a loan. It doesn't have to be any of these pandemic loans. So you can still apply there. And I actually was asking, what do we think about real estate investment property before buying a house, or is that backwards? So me personally, I don't think it's backwards at all. I think that if you see a good investment and you can buy a house and flip it or even rent it out, absolutely. It's still a business.
Right.
It's still, I know it's a home, but it's still a business. You feel me? So look at it like that. Like, real estate is still business. So yes.
And because you can still buy your house.
Exactly. You can still buy your house.
Just map it out. I feel like it's all about the individual. What is it that you're looking to achieve right now? Is the house more important? than investing in the real estate. I think it depends on that. But also, why not? If the opportunity is there, I think I personally would jump on the real estate investment first. But just map it out because you could do both really regardless of what order you do it in. But it definitely, like I agree, it's not backwards.
Your rental property can pay for your rent.
Yeah.
You can look at it like that.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's an investment. That's business, period. So,
Exactly.
yes, if you
Never
got a good
backwards.
real estate investment, definitely tap into that, regardless of your plan. And, like you said, unless you plan to buy a house in a couple months or something like that, and it's going to mess up your credit or whatever. But I would definitely consider real estate investments before you buy a house. Some people don't want to buy a house. Some people don't plan on staying stationary like that. Some people believe that buying a house isn't a good investment. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother topic, but it's just what,
To each his own.
Yeah, to each his own.
And you really could do both. I mean, to be honest,
absolutely.
You can do the personal, get your credit together, and get your house that you like to buy in your personal name, and then you can start your business, build that credit up in 90 days, and get your real estate investments under the business credit. So you really could work them both, honestly, if you work both of your credit profiles at the same time.
Exactly. So, Chuck, I said the PPP loan, which that actually opened up today, I believe, today and yesterday. And the EIDL loan, that's through the SBA, that's pandemic relief loans funding. But I was saying that outside of that, because that's what everybody's focused on right now, they think that's the only funding because, the pandemic relief funding. I'm saying that you can go get a standard SBA loan before this and after this, during this. And, just go to SBA.gov and you'll see what I'm talking about. They also have some third-party funding and stuff like that. So just read and educate yourself.
Yep. Also, Navy Federal, just to throw out a little info. Navy Federal is a good bank. They give away a lot of money. Let me say that. I know that you need to be a member, but you can. I mean, just to be honest, say your grandfather passed away. I mean, you can find a way to get in there. Just to be completely honest with you, but get into Navy Federal. They give a lot of good money. It's a few credit unions. Credit unions definitely are a little better than banks in some cases. So. Tapping into the credit unions, and just making sure if you're doing the business credit, you structure your business right, meaning you go get a business account and that you really keep it separate. But we do look forward to just, again, kind of sharing more of this with y'all in a more formatted way to help you guys, in whatever way we decide on doing that, but helping you guys with how to get your business credit together, how to get your business up to par, which a lot of that is actually in her course as well. But yeah, just knowing that there's a lot of money. Hello.
Book a consultation. One-on-one. There you go right there. Twin to really break down the credit. I know Ashley said she's going to book with you to get more clarity. But definitely do that. Like, book a lot of these consultations are free too, y'all.
Yeah,
mine
are.
Just learn one thing. Just go and do a consultation. I have a financial advisor that I can put on here, and you guys can go talk to him for free. My wealth advisors.
Yes.
All that stuff is free.
Free time that we will sit. I know me, like I said, with the credit, all I'm asking is for you to have your credit report, and I will sit and go over it with you and tell you what you need to do. I know a lot of y'all think you can do it on your own. And again, a lot of stuff we can do on our own, a lot of stuff we just don't want to. But if you feel like you can do it on your own, you want me to just review it and kind of tell you what you need to do, hey, holla at me. I'm giving my free time to tell you what I suggest that you do to improve your credit score and your credit file. Because remember, it's not just about a credit score. You want to make sure your file is nice and fat and thick and heavy where you can go in and get a bunch of money. So
definitely. And we'll be coming back to our hometown hopefully this year. If Infamous does his weekend, we wanted to do something like some type of seminar or something like that where we could really sit and talk with you guys and answer questions and stuff like that. So hopefully everything will be open back up around, I think he does it July or August. DJ Infamous, he's from Lansing as well, and he's here in ATL, actually one of the top DJs here in Atlanta. Another example of a great person that came out of Lansing.
Exactly.
Y'all, I actually check out Ashley too. Ashley does life coaching. You know what I mean, and really helps you get through some stuff and just understand yourself better, which helps you maneuver through life.
Yeah.
Ward Skills has a podcast, and shout out to all the local businesses in our hometown, Lansing, Michigan. A lot of people are doing great things out there, and it's time to
Head Over
turn
Heels
Lansing up.
boutique. Yep, I know. Like I said, Head Over Heels boutique. A few different boutiques, the salons. I know a few food places that opened up. So just keep pushing, y'all. You can do it. You can do anything you want to do. Have some patience. Don't let a little hurdle or challenge, run you off. Like, get through that shit like you will with anything else. And, just keep pushing.
Yes. We got about 10 minutes left. So, if y'all got any more questions, go on and shoot it to us. Of course, we'll answer them outside of here. But, why y'all have us live right now. And we may do this once every
Blue moon,
every
as
other
they say.
month or something, right?
Nah. But yeah,
Just tap in with everybody and just have a live session. So, and thank you to everybody who has supported our podcast so far.
Yes.
You know, our podcast is a prime example of us trying to build something from the ground up. You feel me?
Exactly.
Like Twin said, we're not getting paid from this. We're actually paying for studio time. We're paying our videographer, Panique. Panique, you can throw your name on there. I meant to tell you last time. Go and throw your name across the screen. Let them know who you is. But we're having to pay for this stuff. Getting our videos edited so we can post them on Instagram. So it's all expense right now. We're not making any money. But we have a bigger vision and we understand that, right? So sometimes when you invest, you may not see profit for a while. Like, little do y'all know, businesses, big businesses, I ain't gonna say big, but like just businesses in general. I don't know what the actual percentage is, but basically a lot of businesses don't see any profit for at least a year sometimes. It could be 2 years before they see any profit. So things really do take time. Just make sure you plan it out.
Because we do a lot of times want that quick gratification.
Exactly.
And that quick
We want that
money,
stripper
which-
money.
Right.
That
which
drug
is that
dealer
quick
money.
come and go money. Nah,
Exactly.
let's get that longevity money, that legit money, that money we can sleep peacefully at night, and that money that will keep coming.
Exactly.
Is what we need to get.
Side note, but to anybody who's slanging out there, if y'all don't put some of that quick money y'all making up into a business, y'all kill me. Listen, y'all can get out of this shit faster than anybody.
Yes.
You feel me? You need to partner with somebody who got some business sense or educate yourself and invest in something because we all know that shit leads to death or prison. So y'all niggas make a lot of money. I need y'all to
Tap in.
Michael, what's the name of your new spot, Michael, on South Waverly? Actually, right, is it Quickie or right next to Quickie, right? The old Quickie.
Not Quickie.
No, it's the building next
the
door.
other gas station store.
I love what he's doing. He has a store.
Quick
And
Mart or something.
yeah, he's allowing a lot of people, he's allowing like all the local clothing designers and stuff to come and put their stuff in the store. So you can actually say, my shit is in the store. So he's supporting all the local people. Y'all make sure I'm sure he's going to drop the name for me in a second. But that's in Lansing, 3280 South Waverly. I think he has a studio in there as well. So, he's just trying to give people exposure, which I think that's really, really lit. So shout out to you, Michael.
Yeah.
Born Rich CEO.
Hey.
What's Buddy that always used to comment something crazy? Windsor? Y'all know Windsor Borden? Listen, where he at? Nah, but
We can't give him no airtime.
No,
Let's
for
cut
real,
that
though.
shit out.
517 all day. Let me see.
Hey, Sparkle. If you
yeah,
missed
you guys-
it, we will be posting it. It will be posted so y'all can tap back in and rewind it because I definitely want y'all to tap in.
What's the movie that
Baby in the Hood or something?
Baby in the Hood? Who is it? Baby in the Hood?
I think so.
Is the movie Baby? Y'all make sure y'all check out that movie Baby in the Hood. Who directed it?
The twin.
Right. Like I'm seeing his brother right here. I forgot his damn name.
I don't know, but yeah, I think it was called Baby in the Hood. It was one of the biggest films out of Lansing.
Yeah, exactly. Starring Jeffrey
So-
Bridges.
I heard they filming another one.
Cool. That's
But that Baby in the Hood. It was Baby in the Hood.
Baby in the Hood.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. Baby in the Hood. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. I think it's on Amazon too. It's funny. Look, people
it's like
responding to Windsor like he need a mental check. I had to
Right.
block him. This dude, that's a whole other.
Nah.
Whole other
We ain't even about to give him that. Because we ain't about to. But if you know, you know.
Listen, period. But shout out to
That nigga
ATL.
funny.
Listen, man.
But don't do that. Don't do what he does. Come on. Well,
I don't
never mind.
think you people. That's a man.
me just
That's
shut up.
yeah. This a whole nother conversation. I was silly for even throwing his name out there for real. I just was being silly. But shout out to all of our supporters here in Atlanta as well. We love Atlanta. And like we mentioned before, sometimes you have to get outside of your norm, outside of your hometown to just have more opportunities. And that's what I love about Atlanta is so many black bosses, y'all. Gay, straight, light-skinned, dark-skinned, male, female. Like, you can come to Atlanta and be anything you want to be.
Yes.
For real, for real. And I'm not saying you can't do that in Lansing, but you just have more opportunity here in Atlanta. I love that I can go downtown and see black-owned restaurants, black-owned businesses just everywhere. So then we get to network and stuff like that as well. So shout out to Atlanta.
Yep.
Texas is a good state.
Yep. And let me just say that, I think that sometimes, or I know that sometimes people be getting offended when people like say shit like, just how they left Lansing and doing better and things like that. Like, don't take offense to that type of shit. The facts are the facts. At the end of the day, I can honestly say, the things that I have achieved, I honestly don't know that I would have achieved them in Lansing, just to be honest. From my six-figure job to my buying my home to just the people I've met and experienced, I don't feel I would have done that. Yes, I could have probably bought a house in Lansing. Yes, I could have probably got a decent job, but I just don't think that we would be doing the things that we're doing if we didn't move to a bigger city and state, which is really all it is. It's nothing bad to Lansing. We love where we from and we'll rep where we from and proud of where we from because that's really why we are who the fuck we are, honestly, is because of Lansing.
Facts.
So don't take that no type of way. Just look at it as, and don't look at it as pressure to move because you can still be great even being in Lansing. It's just the reality is when you're in a bigger state, it's just bigger opportunity, more of everything when you're in a bigger state. So don't be afraid to take that leap out if you do really want to just explore in the world. There's just so much more to the world, so much more to do. Don't be afraid to make that move if you need to. And then if you do, just don't expect it to be peaches and cream because our first year we moved, we was shacked up in a little 2-bedroom something, struggling, broke as hell, like, so it was rough that first year. But if you can get through that, I always tell people, if you can get through that first little 6 months to a year in Atlanta, you can get through anything.
Like, or anywhere, wherever you move to, right?
Yeah, anywhere. I just was using Atlanta just because I know it's kind of a little faster than some cities and stuff like that, but really anywhere. But ultimately, do what makes you happy. If you are comfortable in Lansing, happy and satisfied, you stay there by all means and live your goddamn life. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like there's more out there that you want to tap into, because I can honestly say I feel like I tapped into a side of me I didn't even know existed moving. So sometimes we don't even know what more we have in us until we put ourselves in a new environment. You know what I'm saying? So just try it. Shit, just try it. You can always, ever since I did that, now I can move like a piece of cake. Y'all see, I moved to Dallas like it wasn't shit for a year. I just feel comfortable. I know I can achieve whatever anywhere, So it's a powerful feeling to feel like I can go anywhere and do whatever I want to do. So
that's so true, because I know back at home, I used to always say I want to cut hair, I want to work in the barbershop. And then when I moved to Atlanta, my mind changed. I was like, oh, hell no, I'm owning one of these motherfuckers, because everywhere I work is owned by a black person anywhere. You feel me? So it definitely does change your mindset. And the key is just to have a plan, no matter what you do.
No matter where.
And I mean, just look at it like athletes. They get drafted. People move all the time for better opportunities. You feel me? So, it's normal. Sometimes you got to shift. If it was a super good opportunity for me in California, I'm going to California. You feel me? So
because again, that's why I had moved to Dallas, and I moved. Remember, with the intention, I said I'm gonna take this job in Dallas, and I'm gonna move, do what I got to do, and come back to Atlanta. And I did just that. It was a year being away. It was different. I didn't hate it. It was actually cool, just meeting new people and a new experience. But I did what I need to do and brought my ass right back like it wasn't nothing. So, even if you don't want to leave, just get out and explore and invest and start business. Just do that. Even if you still want to stay in Lansing. Do that. Just get out and explore so you can just expand your mind and brain to new things.
And lastly, and most importantly, don't be afraid to do it alone.
Yes.
Don't feel like you got to have a partner. I don't want to go. Such ain't coming with me. Man, I know so many people here in Atlanta. I hear some stories and I'm like, damn. A lot of people thugged it out and came out here and made shit happen. So even if you feel alone, yes, you might have lonely days. It's all good, right? You're going to be like, damn, I miss my family. But listen, just have a plan and it's going to work out. You feel me? So don't be scared to jump out on faith by yourself.
Right.
Don't be scared. You might lead a lot of other people and inspire other people to do it. But just know that it's possible. Get there and just network. Networking is so big. I know Chuck just put that. Networking is so big, man.
Yes.
You only know what you know. So you need to tap into other people's brains. Go out to events. Clubhouse. I like Clubhouse because you can kind of tap into the industry you want to. And you can listen to people that are experts or that are successful already in that industry, and you can learn from them. And sometimes you can even ask them questions directly. You feel me? So just networking.
Just make sure you're taking that information and doing something with it, not just using it as another app to sit and just sit on all day. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Make sure that you're still taking action and doing what you need to do when you get those jewels and that information from there.
Yeah. So just go, Sparkle, go. We pushing you off right now.
Yes, let's go.
Go, y'all.
Yeah,
Stop
we waiting on you. Come on. Shout out to Kanita Boo. We see you on here. And the star is in the building. Jay Bridges, the star of the movie, is in the motherfucking building.
The superstar?
The superstar is in the building.
Jay Bridges, he probably over there like, that man think he's so fine. He all right.
Can't tell my nigga shit.
Remember you and Jeff got in a fight?
Man, I beat that. Nah, he don't like when I bring it up.
Yeah, Jeff, you fought my sister. You wrong for that.
No. That's my nigga though, to the death of me.
Cool. Even though he don't fuck with us when he come to Atlanta.
I know. It's all good.
And we impressed
but I will say every time I come back home, he get me right. So
he get you high. Nah, but man, we really just enjoy this, and we definitely got to do this like once every 5, 7 episodes, some shit. We'll figure it out.
But y'all engage, and if y'all got
Yeah.
some ideas and suggestions, if y'all like, I want y'all to talk about this because we be all over the place sometimes. We got a lot going on, and it's 2 of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but we trying to feed y'all. So let us know what you want to be fed.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So,
Yes. If you haven't already, like we said, please subscribe to our YouTube. Y'all,
Yeah.
our goal is to really grow our podcast and our YouTube so that we can start to make money off of it. And then we can just try to, help you guys out more, whatever that means. Keep educating and just do bigger events and stuff like that.
Right.
So this ain't even about money. Of course, we don't want to have a big expense doing it. So we want to, try to get some sponsors or something like that. But our ultimate goal is just to really just lead people and inspire people and motivate people. You feel me? So we just very thankful for everybody who has supported us before this. We got a nice support system back at home in Lansing. So thank y'all. Thank y'all. If you missed anybody, shout out to Andre. Hey, cuz.
Yeah. Make sure y'all play it back. We talked about credit, franchising, houses, just jumping out. At the end of the day, I'm telling you, straight from the queen, you can do whatever you want to do, y'all.
Yes.
Do that shit. Let's get it. Let's live. We got one life. Let's live it up. Let's live it.
Get it.
You can live like the life you sit up there watching all damn day.
Right.
Anyways, let me
That's
shut up because we'll keep talking, especially since we got our South Side all on the live.
Right.
But thank y'all for tapping in.
South Side. What's our quote? What's our quote? We off the top of the dome. I don't even think we got no quote. You know what? You know what our quote is?
If you believe,
you can achieve. All right. Now, and you know what my quote gonna be? Be like Nike, and just do it. Just do it. Just do it. And one last thing, I saw a post that said, people who fail, entrepreneurs that fail, they learn and they get better. But employees that fail, they get fired.
Hello.
You feel me? So don't be scared to fail. I failed at so much. Twins failed at so much. Failing is not a loss. It's a lesson. So always just we're going to continue to drill that because people are so scared of failure. You feel me? So don't be scared. You're going to learn. You're going to be even better. What's up?
For real. Can we play that Twin City intro for the outro to vibe out with them real quick?
Well, it's on my...
okay. Well, never mind.
You can play it from your phone.
Can I?
Yeah.
I ain't connected to her. It'd probably be a minute trying to connect it and all that. It's
good.
all good. I'm just going to vibe out with y'all, you know.
You should talk to production about that
I was
before we
about to
start.
freestyle or whatever, but I see there ain't nobody ready.
But thank y'all again.
Yes, thank y'all for tapping in. We're about to tap out. We look forward to seeing y'all next week and many more weeks to come. Let's get this motherfucker's money.
Yes.
Peace.
We out of here.
It's time to tap in.
All right.